Hi, I'm Pankaj Pandit. I'm going to make a short video on basic tenets of fitness. A lot of my friends ask me to explain to them what is fitness about and how to make the best out of 45 minutes that you have every day for your body. So let me first tell you about my qualifications. I'm a yoga trained. Since my childhood I've been doing yoga. Later on I did martial arts. Hapkido, I'm brown belt in martial arts. And that is my qualification to talk about this subject of fitness. Okay? So let me explain to you, there are four aspects of fitness. Okay, strength, stamina, stretching and stability. And we need to do all the four. The exercise that you do has to have all the four. So first is the stamina. So what is stamina means? Your heart has got a normally rate of 70 to 80 pulses per minute, and you need to take them by 50% more. And there is a formula, 220 minus your age, so all that. So basically you need to explain the formula. You can Google. I think this is a short video. So basically you need to take the heart rate up by 50% than your normal, up to 110 to 120 per minute, and maintain it like that. If you maintain it like that for about half an hour to 40 minutes, you get all the exercise benefits. Okay, so you don't have to join the gym first of all. Okay, you don't have to join the gym. How to run up your heart rate? You can do rope skipping, which I am going to explain to you once I finish the talk. And then you can do cycling, you can do jogging, you can do jumping, you can do up and stairs, go up and down the stairs, anything to run up the heart rate. Okay, and maintain it like that. So there are many ways to it. Whatever you feel good. There is the Daudasana, which invented by our great Ramdev. So actually cardios are useless. Daudasana is basically this. Keep doing this and you will run up the heart rate. So you don't have to do it on a cardio. Okay, so first is the stamina, next is the strength. Now strength is again there is no need of a gym, because you can use your own body weight to do muscle building. Use your own body weight for hands, use your own body weight for this footbase jisko bolte hain. So use your own body weight, you don't have to go to gym. So that is the second part, which is the strength. And next is the stretching. So yoga does the stretching very well. Yoga is not an exercise, but the stretching part it does beautifully. And the stability part, there are many asanas or poses in yoga which actually help you maintain the balance, like this. Okay, this is called, I call this airline asana or vimanasana. So anything that you are doing for stability makes the brain young, because one of the main functions of brain is not memory, is not thoughts, it is the maintaining balance of the body. The more balance you can maintain, it means your brain is more young. Okay, so I am going to repeat the 4S for fitness. Is first is the stamina, next is the strength, third is the stretching, and fourth is the stability. So I'm going to just show you now how you can run up the stamina part. And what you need to do, there is a boredom that sets in if you're doing one thing. So you need to increase the difficulty level all the time. Doing the same thing is is very boring. So the typical rope skipping we know. Okay, we do with both, right? We do with both. So what I said why not make it difficult and bring the stability part. So here is what I do. I do with one. Okay, so see. Okay, and I can do it actually, maximum I've done is 200, and you can increase, switch as you are skipping, switch the legs. So that way you take care of stability and stamina. Now we come to the strength. So strength again, there is a Surya Namaskar, which is, absolutely very good. But then the typical Surya Namaskar doesn't raise the difficulty level. It is actually time pass. I'm telling you, sorry to say this. typical Surya Namaskar is time pass. So people say 108 kiya, 1000 kiya, it is all waste of time. Because if you don't raise the difficulty level, it is waste of time. Because your time is very limited. So B.K.S. Iyengar, the great guy, whose anniversary was there last week, he made it difficult. Okay. And I'm going to, I have shown many times how the Surya Namaskar can be made difficult. And I'm going to show it to you now. I'll just do one. And you can see how B.K.S. Iyengar made it difficult. Because no point doing the same thing, So it's the same. This is also same. When you go down, you jump. Okay, so jump. Can you see? So I'll put it down. So you need to jump. So when you do this, you jump and then do this dips. You do 11 times, and then do this Chandrasana, and then come up. Okay. So this is the difficult Surya Namaskar, which you need to do. Of course, you need to do the basic Surya Namaskar first. Okay. So I'm assuming that you know Surya basic Surya Namaskar, and then raise the difficulty level. This Iyengar Surya Namaskar. So that takes the strength part, because your hands and the legs, basically your karmendriya, is what you do. Your work is hands and legs. And hands and legs must have good muscles. The more muscles you have in the hands and legs, your stomach will not bulge. Believe me, I eat 4 times. A lot of things I eat, I never put on, because my legs and hands are have got a lot of muscles. Okay, so use your own body weight. What I have done just now, use my own body weight for my hands. And this is again, it's called Superbrain Asana, as per NASA. So put this and go down and do this 10 times. So that again, very good for your leg muscles. And I do a lot of cycling. So, I do 30 kilometer cycling. And that the leg muscle is the longest muscle we have. And it takes the longest time to build also. A lot of people you will see in the gym, they have bulked up upper body, because people see upper body, but actually the body is resting on the legs. And you must have very strong legs to लंबे रेस का घोड़ा अगर होना है तो आपके legs अच्छे होने चाहिए. And for that, cycling, I don't think there is anything as beautiful as cycling. Okay, so it saves you money, and unlike a car which costs you money and makes you fat, cycling runs on fat and makes you lean, saves you money. So cycling is something for building the leg muscle, because leg muscle will never get built in the gym. Okay, whatever you do on that stationary cycle is, first of all, it's boring. Do real cycling is more exciting, more, you'll not get bored. So we've done the first stamina part, we have done the strength part. Stretching, now stretching, is something which is beautifully done by yoga. Yoga is not an exercise. It does only 1/3 part of exercise. So people who do yoga, you will see, actually they have a lot of problems, believe me. Okay, they have diabetes, they will bulk up, their stomach will start bulging, and they will not have total health. So people who tell you yoga is everything, they are not telling you the truth. Yoga is only 1/3 part, and what is great about yoga is that, yoga makes you feel relaxed. Because if somebody asks you what is the difference between yoga and exercise, yoga is done with mindfulness. Okay, so see, when I do this Surya Namaskar, you'll see the dimension is different. I'm doing with awareness. See, I'm going slow. I'm doing with awareness of every move. So that is yoga. Yoga is mindfulness, doing the same thing with mindfulness or with awareness. And once you do any activity with awareness, the whole quality of that changes. So as per Deepak Chopra, the vagus nerve is actually connects, our body to the brain. And the vagus nerve gets, activated in a very nice way, and you feel very good after doing yoga. So that is the greatness of our ancestors, that a simple thing can give you very good feel-good hormones. Of course, exercise also gives you pheromones, but what yoga gives is, gives that mindfulness and brings that meditative quality to your exercise. Then stability. So again, yoga has many asanas which are for stability. So which are, if you're following me on Facebook, every day I put those things, and there are many asanas for stability and stretching. So one of the things tenets in yoga is that if your spinal cord is very flexible, it means you are young. So I can do backdrop easily still. That means my spinal cord is good, because I've been doing yoga right from my childhood. I'm a self-taught. Later on, Rajesh Jain taught me at Infosys campus. So this is the four things of dimensions of exercise. I'm going to repeat. First was the stamina, 50% your heart rate, increase that up. Now people say walking. Okay, now walking is for old people. I'll say, don't waste your time on walking. Of course, if you're not doing anything, walking is not bad. But walking is absolutely for old people, really old people. Okay, more than 90, maybe they can do walking. But I don't recommend walking for anybody who's younger. So do something more challenging, do something more exciting. So, I'm going to repeat 4S: stamina, strength, stretching, and stability. And I'm going to not tell you about martial arts, because I learned that 10 years I learned Hapkido, which is a combination art. We had a little bit of judo, little bit of karate, little bit of taekwondo, little bit of aikido, everything. So again, the mother of martial art as per Indians is Kalari Payattu, and I learned that also. Little bit I learned. So martial arts again, is actually very similar to yoga. This fighting stance that we have is similar to Virabhadrasana. So lot of similarities are there between Indian yoga and martial arts, but martial arts takes it to the higher level. Martial arts takes it to a higher level. So yoga is boring for youngsters. Martial arts is something which is very good for youngsters, so they should take martial arts. And martial arts is again, will not bulk you up, but you will have beautiful body. So I am not selling martial arts to you, but you can choose whatever suits you. But I found Hapkido the best, most comprehensive martial arts, because it had the falls and throws of judo, it had the kicks of taekwondo, it had the hand techniques of karate, and it was beautiful combination art, because it came up much later. Hapkido came last, so it took the best of everything. So that I learned Hapkido, and because of that, I'll tell you how it saves you from real situations, because martial arts is not for fighting the criminals. No, it saved me from great accident. Once I fell from 30 feet, and because we are taught in Hapkido, in judo, how to fall, I fell down in such a way to minimize the damage. So I fell from 30 feet, but did not break anything except my wrist, which was okay. But the major parts of the body were not broken, because I didn't fall down like a sack of potatoes. Even we are taught how to fall in judo and Hapkido, so we know how to fall, minimizing your damage. So the martial arts is something beautiful. It will not bulk your body, yet you will be very fit. So that's it from me. And of course, I want to warn people, because a lot of my friends who are into exercise, they overdo. Okay, so ati sarvatra varjayet. People do marathons, and they are not eating any protein, they are not eating any anda, they are not eating any meat, and they run marathon, which is stupid. I'm telling you, there is a Harvard study. They say that once you start running, say your marathons or even half marathon, your muscles will start, because body will not get the energy from stored, which is in the liver, that gets over, and it starts breaking down the muscle. And unless you have got very good muscle in your legs, you should not run marathon. So if you watch people who run marathons, you will see their body become like this, and their thighs are like drumsticks. So I find it's very, very sad to see them like that. People who run marathon, they eat beef. Okay, so you need lot of protein if you are running marathon. So don't overdo. Don't overdo things. Do things because overdoing is very damaging. Many people have died. We have seen them. One doctor died in car before marathon. He was running up, and over exertion also is very bad for heart. Even one of the reasons why the great Bruce Lee died was over exertion. So over exertion, body is giving you signal. So don't do that. Just so never. I will personally not recommend anyone taking part in a competition, because what happens in a competition, you want to say, oh, I did the marathon, I completed, but at what cost, man? you damage your body. So don't try to do something which makes the ego feel good, oh, I did this marathon, I did 21 kilometers, 42 kilometers. So please don't do that, because overdoing thing is very bad. The heart cannot be pumped up so much, and unless you are then taking good diet which is good protein, you should not be doing such hard exercise. So you need a special diet. And most Indians are vegetarians, so which is a absolute anathema if you are running marathon. You can't be vegetarian and running marathon. Don't do that. Okay, so this is my short thing. If you got any questions, you're welcome to send me your feedback. Thank you very much.